Hey guys, it's your girl Miss T, and we are kicking off the summer. I hope to see you guys on the court on the W.
It's Kobe, man. I hope you're having a great summer on the 2K streets, man. And my biggest tip would be to
This might be the final.
Oh, watch out!
12 to 16.
16, 12.
19-12.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge.
Here we go.
And it's San Antonio to start out. Thompson outside. Pass to Ewing. On the wing, Johnson. Shot clock at 6. No good from Ewing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Raleigh. At the top of the key, Embiid. And he gets it to go.
Not known for a quick release, but Embiid showing he has that ability as well.
Pass to Eaton. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Good on the three-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluent, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now, here's Thompson. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Eaton. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here is George. Puts it up. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist.
Seems effortless. For George, that quick release of his.
There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. It's Thompson off the drive. Iman Green with the rebound. Outside, George puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. George has got 5 now.
Man, you've got to like the way George puts the right touch and arc on his shots from deep. He's an outstanding shooter from range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Really hard to stop Patrick Ewing on the drive. Once he gets the lane, he's focused on getting all the way to the rim.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And here's Russell. Hasn't made one yet. Markkanen with the block. Ewing right side. Here's Eaton. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Raleigh on top, up 3. And we'll be back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Raleigh?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And so Green will bring it up for Raleigh. It's a 3-point game. Outside, George. Up top, Embiid. Assertive move by Embiid.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special, special talent in Embiid.
Hits it from three-point range.
You know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
Here's Bird. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Raleigh leading by 6. Now Green. He has 6. To Russell. Stolen by Bird. Here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Quick thinking and fast hands get Bird the steal, and he instantly starts the break.
And it's Dominique Wilkins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Embiid. On the wing, George.
What's the roll?
And George with the stuff.
George playing strong down low. Love to see him finish with authority.
San Antonio calls timeout. San Antonio trails by 6. Outside Robinson. Rebounded by Howard. Here's Raleigh now. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And a really nice job by Howard to come up with a high percentage interior shot. His shot selection has been superb.
And it's Bird missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Embiid the screen. Embiid driving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Embiid's got the lead up to 10 now for Raleigh. And here's Wilkins from the arc. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Here's Raleigh now. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around, and he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that. Boy, that's a powerful throwdown by Duncan. He saw an opening there and took full advantage of it.
There's a screen by Robinson. And Bird, here we go. Durant with a wide-open look. Nailed from three-point land. Durant's got 5 now.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Wall.
And the explosiveness Wall brings to the point guard position is special. This guy is a major threat when healthy. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Thompson surveying the floor. Clock at 6. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Duncan, a screen. On the wing, Duncan. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that.
This game over, man. It was good, bro. I'm doing good. Chilling, trying to grind.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see how things play out a little more evenly here in a second. Inside Wall. Rebound is San Antonio. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 11. It's Mr. Marketing. Back to Johnson. Three-pointer. And again, it's San Antonio with a three. Defensively, you have to look at Thompson making note because if you get too close, at the Almond will blow right out. Hit by him. You can tell he's got the time against us. Here's the marketing. Back to Johnson. Kings it from downtown. And running right out the back here to start the second half. That's exactly what they're doing. Right. Keep it going. Man, I can't believe I know he's frustrated about that. And all of a sudden, that three is going to extend.
Distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Outside Wall. Outside Kirilenko. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Kirilenko's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Eaton. Back to Thompson. Here's Eaton. There's the triple. Rebound by Young. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Back the Wall. Six on the shot clock. Outside Kirilenko. And it's off from three-point range. And so Markkanen will bring it up for San Antonio.
Eaton able to go straight through that interior defense to get the score, holding nothing back.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Well, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
He's shooting their fifth attempt at the line in the game.
And Ming, boy, I tell you, this guy is so big. He's a dominant force. He also has a touch that belies his size. This guy is a real force at both ends.
Now here's Wall. He gets that one. Wall's got 6.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Bastian. There's the pick. Outside Kirilenko. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Kirilenko's got the lead up to 12 now to Raleigh. Thompson for 3. Off the mark, only his second miss in 7 attempts. These are his 34th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. A different look now for San Antonio. And so Wall nails both of them. San Antonio trails by 14. Here's Wilkins. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Raleigh now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. From past the arc. And it's Dominique Wilkins with the three. Wilkins has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's the screen. Outside Kirilenko. Here he goes. Count it.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
And so it's Raleigh. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. San Antonio trails by 13. Wilkins surveying the defense. Lets the three fly. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound. Here's Raleigh now. And he drives in. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. And that's now 9 points for Andre Kirilenko. Outside, KD. That's good from 17 feet away.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
There's the pick. Pass to Kirilenko. From the arc. And it's Bird with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And Edwards is right there. And Raleigh leads by 12.
Edwards using that 40-inch vertical to throw it down. That's how you crash the offensive glass.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
Heads-up basketball, plain and simple, guys.
Here's Kirilenko. Stolen by Wilkins. In transition, here comes San Antonio. That cuts the lead to single digits.
Duncan that time using his length to take advantage on the break.
Raleigh leading by 8. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Outside Wilkins. .151 left in the game. And it's Wilkins finishing it off.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
Right side, Green. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
Wilkins with it. Now Green defending. Robinson, that's good.
And that's what you call leadership. Robinson providing it for his team by knocking down a big-time shot.
Russell. And there's the drive. Here's Duncan. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Now just a 2-point Raleigh lead.
Yeah, and such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
The competitive fire and clutch ability of Green comes out in these big moments.
Here's Wilkins.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
San Antonio calls timeout. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Billy Cunningham had some words for his team during the break. He begged his players to keep it simple out there. He told them one possession at a time. Don't look at the scoreboard. What's most important is running our plays and being aggressive defensively. We'll see if they can follow that game plan. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish. What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knocked that one down in a clutch situation.
Pass to Johnson. Puts up a deep three. Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
In these big moments, you look to get it to Larry Johnson. You can count on him to deliver.
Had to foul him on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
And Billy Cunningham wants a timeout. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick two and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
On the wing, Thompson. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Buries the triple. A tremendous three to tie it up.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Raleigh calls timeout. Seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Let's fucking go, nigga. Let's go, nigga. Yeah, call on timeouts, nigga. You sold the game, boy. You sold the game, boy. You sold the game, boy. Yeah, he called a timeout. Yeah, nigga, shut up, nigga. Call them fouls and shit, nigga. Yeah, throw the game. I can't hear you. My crowd too loud. My crowd too loud. I can't hear. My crowd too loud. I can't hear. Hey. Hey. Bye bye. Bye bye. Hey. Hey, I got a dub. He got a dub. He sold. He won a foul. He sold.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. Let's give this group a lot of credit.
I I get hit right when I want. Popping my shit and I do what I want. D-Lo just a rental right now. I don't know how he do it.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment.
Here we go.
So Raleigh will get the first possession. Green with the ball. And Green slams it in.
If he can get his steps together, Draymond Green will throw it down.
Irving looking over the floor. Outside to Weber. From deep, George. Holly with the rebound. Screen by Howard. Goes up with a stripe. Back to Embiid. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid hard to deny.
And on the way from Irving for three. It's hauled in by George. Here's Raleigh. 4-point game. Pass to Embiid. Tries it from 19. To the middle. Good D by Lopez.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And here is Green. Following the three from Chris Webber. Pass to Embiid. Outside for George. Raleigh moving the ball around. It's deflected. Here's Weber. No good from outside. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Raleigh. Here's the drive. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Good penetration for D'Lo right there. Real nimble on the inside. Finds an angle.
.151 left to play in the first. Outside, Green. Embiid the screen. Embiid. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one.
Here's the three. Outside to Weber. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Weber's got 6.
It does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Pass to Howard. Embiid the screen. And he drops it in from the low post. 6 points for Joel Embiid.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Outside, George. Now Embiid. Over in the corner, Green. Embiid with it. George picks him up. They get it again. Outside Howard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Found money right there as Howard knocks it down.
Back to Weber. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Outside, George. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Lopez from long range. Holly with the rebound. Outside, Green. Russell feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Ewing. And that does it for the first quarter. Raleigh on top, up by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Raleigh.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Outside, George. Green in the post. Fires from 18. Bird pulls it in.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot. He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Out to the right wing. Here's Howard. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
A soft touch there from Dwight. Gifted at measuring those interior shots.
Outside, Green. A putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Johnson hammers it down.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
And Green gets it to go. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Weber. The kick out to Tatum. Paul George with the steal. Russell with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Russell's got 5 now.
Well, you got to chase him off the three-point line and not let him get into that kind of rhythm as Russell knocks one in.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So both teams changing it up here. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Irving for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Raleigh leading by 5. It's Edwards on the wing. Castellano. Out to Edwards. And Raleigh another 3.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now Wall. After the missed 3 from Chris Webber. And it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Wall. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Irving.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
Now here's Young. Tries again. The 17-footer. Duncan misses.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Weber gets the bucket.
And Weber, always a guy that can score the basketball. And once he gets going, it is tough to slow him down.
Irving with the steal. 2-second difference between shot clock and game time. And Buffalo, another 3.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Raleigh shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And the first one drops. So both teams making some changes here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Irving for three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Raleigh leads by only 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Buffalo. Trailing by 2. For the lead. Raleigh with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Duncan, a screen. Here's Kirilenko. Out to Edwards. Pass to Duncan. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in. Duncan's got the first basket of the third quarter for Raleigh.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Now Cunningham. After Julius Irving's three-pointer that didn't go. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Wrapper outside. And once again off the mark by Buffalo.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Cunningham with it. He's picked up by Ewing. The kick out to Cunningham. Hits it from three-point range. Now it's a 7-point Raleigh lead.
Good instincts from Cade that time. He has the shot all picked out, so why waste time? Let it rip.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Buffalo trails by 7. Brett, we talk about guys on the brink of stardom. Cade Cunningham is right there.
The two areas you'd love to see Cade improve on is just taking better shots and making plays for others. He has that instinctually, Kevin, as a point guard at his size. But as his team grows, the appreciation for what Cade Cunningham can do on the floor, that will grow too.
Here now is Weber. Raleigh making their last shot. George looking around. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender, using the old pump fake.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Paul George.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Outside Kirilenko. Paul George with the steal. And Lopez pulls it down hard.
And that's about as flashy as you're going to see Brook Lopez get. What a play.
Outside Edwards. Misses the 3. Buffalo trails by 5. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And Weber throws it down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Outside, George. Right wing. That shot missing. Cunningham with some nice D. Raleigh leading by 3. Pass to Aldridge. Jammed by Aldridge.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush.
For 3, Ewing. Good on the three-point shot.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Here's Yao, and the shot goes in. And Raleigh leads by 4.
And this is where you feed Yao, because almost no one is going to be able to block it.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Cunningham, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Well, Lopez has size and great instincts, and makes him a threat to knock shots away like that.
For the tie, with 1 on the clock, and it's blocked by Kirilenko. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Raleigh on top, up by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And here is Raleigh now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Aldridge. Launches it. Thompson with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And here's George for 3. Good on the triple. George has got the lead up to 1 now for Buffalo. Cunningham outside. Fires top of the key. Yep, right through the net.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when he gets close, he's getting the ball.
It's Aldridge high post. And Ewing sends it back. And now Ewing pushing it up. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Good, and it's Ewing with the assist that time. And let's get your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Buffalo.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Here's Raleigh now. Green deciding where to go with it. Out to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Howard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Weber.
Yeah, and when Howard loads up inside, I think the defense is smart to foul and send him to the line.
He hits both from the strike.
And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. right side, Irving. Takes the three. Drills the three-pointer. And Buffalo leads by 1.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Now, here's George. Off with the layup. Lopez outside. Latrey. And Buffalo, another three.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Green with the ball. Patrick Ewing covering. Buries it from three-point range.
And you know how it wants that responsibility offensively, and that time he comes through for his team.
Irving double team. George with no one around. And Buffalo, another three.
Paul George stepping up big time.
Pass to Embiid. Green in the post. Good D by Lopez.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be. He is so strong in the paint. Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And here's Ewing following Draymond Green's three. Russell from long range. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Buffalo making a switch here. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Back to Russell. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Thompson outside. Thompson is double. On the wing, Ewing. Back to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thompson for 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. They could win it. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. And so it's Buffalo winning this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.